Far, certainly the highest scoring affair. What were the keys?
We took care of the basketball, made quick decisions. I thought Brandon was great. Anytime he had scoring opportunities, he just took advantage of them, and he did it with pace, with force, and once again, quick decisions for him was really good for us.
There was such a faster pace to this game, especially in that first half. Is that something you see for this team going forward as a point of emphasis?
Well, we got to get stops, and I thought that was the biggest key for us is our defense triggered our offense. Anytime we can get stops, force those guys to take tough shots, rebound the ball, we're at our best. We did that tonight, 10 turnovers. So it allows the offense to breathe and allows us to get quality shots.
You were pretty emotional after the game the other night against Minnesota. I know it was an emotional practice yesterday. Are you just glad the way the team responded to what has happened in the last couple of days?
Absolutely. It just goes to the character that is in that locker room. Those guys, they care about the game, they care about each other, and they all go out and play hard and they compete. And that's what we want from our teams. We believe we can have an opportunity to win games when we go out and play together. We play hard and we compete, and we did that tonight.
You mentioned playing together, 33 assists. That's a season high. I know that's really high up on your totem pole as far as sharing the basketball.
Yeah.
It really started, though, in the first half with the sharing, and it continued for the rest of the ballgame.
Yeah, the starters, they set the tone. They came out right away. It was a great defensive plan by Coach Spoon, and they executed it. And once again, when we get stops, we are at our best. And the guys rebounded the ball. We got up and ran. And I'm proud of the fact that we just shared the basketball. That is key for our team. Everybody feels a part of it, and we made shots.
And you just hit on a little bit. Your starting five got you off to a good start. Just what do you think, about how that group looked together out there?
I thought we looked really good. We worked on it in practice. The ability to execute, starting with our defense, executing our coverages, being disciplined in the things that we want to accomplish on the floor, and then we just played basketball from there. And I sat down and tried not to call a lot of plays and kind of give them some freedom, structured with freedom, and they just went out and played hard and played together.
And with Brandon, quicker decision making was something you mentioned. Did you feel like you saw that out there tonight?
Absolutely. I think we all could see when he caught the ball in his spots, he didn't survey. He just put the ball on the floor, got to his spot, jumped up and shot the ball. That's how he needs to play. And then I thought he did a really good job of just getting his teammates involved too, setting screens, making sharp passes. His overall game set the tone for us.
And obviously, the high scoring margin was the big score tonight. But how did you feel about the other end defensively, the way you guys were playing?
Great. Proud of our ability to guard, especially this team. They have dynamic scorers with Bill and Dinwiddie, Montrez coming off the bench, and Bertans getting him back. So making it tough, making those guys take tough shots, trying to keep them out of our paint. I thought we were flying around with energy, contesting shots, rebounding and running.
And you made the move a couple games ago to put Billy in that backup center spot. What do you think he's brought to that second unit in the minutes he's got these past few games?
This is what he does every day in practice. And Billy does everything you ask him to do. He's an unbelievable teammate. He's on the bench, jumping up and down, cheering guys on. The things that he does doesn't go unnoticed. And then he just works hard. He deserved to play tonight, and I'm proud of the way that he responds. This is what he does, though. Every day in practice, he brings this type of energy, and his teammates love him.
A bit of a follow-up to Graf's earlier question about the influence the last game had on this game. A number of times in pro sports, you do see teams come off one of their worst games with one of their best performances. Were there some specific lessons or points of emphasis that you had coming out of that game specifically that you think led to tonight's performance?
Yeah, you know what? We were on our home floor, and I just didn't think we played as hard as we are capable of. And I didn't coach to my ability. And that's a letdown to our organization, to our community, to our team. And I spoke to the team about that. And in order for us to give ourselves an opportunity, we can't get out-rebounded like Minnesota did. They had 21 offensive rebounds, and we had 23 turnovers. That is unacceptable. And we spoke about that as a team, and I'm proud of the way they responded.
How nice is it to look at the box score and see not only a win, but that JB only plays 24 minutes in a win?
It's great. We've been trying to get his minutes down a bit anyway. So to see him only play 24 minutes and still have the production that he did tonight was huge. And there's times that he needs that rest.
And then it's just 2 nights now where you've emptied the bench, but we haven't seen Jackson. Is there something that he needs to do to get to that playing time, or is it anything about him not playing in these 2 games?
I'll keep those conversations private. That's between Jackson and I, and we'll go from there.
Coach, you've been in the league as a player or coach for quite a while. I was wondering if you've ever seen a half-court bank shot 4-point play before.
Not sure I've seen it, but it was timely for us. We'll take it. 4-point play at the end of the quarter.
And that was to follow up on that was a 6-point surge at the end of the quarter. He had by himself. He made that tough kind of off-balance jumper. But how did you feel like he influenced the game, not just with his scoring, but just his style of play? Maybe even when there were some moments in the third when there could have been a little bit of stagnation.
Are you speaking about Josh?
Josh, yeah, sorry.
Josh has been great all season. And what I'm most proud of him is his leadership on and off the floor, in the huddles, with his teammates. He gets banged up. He comes back in games. He's just been a warrior for us. So he's been stable. And even, like you said, even down the stretch of that third quarter where they were making a run, he had 6 points to kind of even the score back out for the quarter. So I'm proud of what he's doing, and we just got to bottle it up and keep it going.
Scott Kushner on Zoom.
Willie, you touched on a little bit there, but Hernan Gomez getting an opportunity and taking advantage of it in the way that he is, does it send a message to anybody else, not necessarily just Jackson, but to your roster? Look, you get an opportunity, this is kind of what happens. We saw the way his teammates reacted. Is that meaningful, as well in that scenario?
There's no hidden message in that. I'm just talking about what Billy is doing for our team and what he does in practice and the energy that he brings. It's really not nobody else. This is what he does in practice. He's a great teammate. He works extremely hard. That's not a shot or a dig at anybody. It's uplifting what he does for our team. And guys like him, they deserve to play.
Sure. I just meant, the way that teammates reacted when he hit that three. It felt like that was a moment. It felt like those guys were really excited.
No, they were. I was surprised and excited that he hit that three. Look, those are the things he works on, and when you're having the game that he's having, you can take 1-3 at least.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks, good.
All right.
Recording stopped.